In this video, I'll be showing you how to replace a trailing arm on a Toyota Camry. This is located behind the wheel and under the vehicle. Let's get started. Let's remove our rear wheel. There are 5 21mm lug nuts. We're going to start off by locating this underside body panel and removing it. I'm going to locate these push pin clips and remove them using a trim tool. Set them aside. We're going to move on to the middle of the panel and remove these 2 plastic 12mm nuts. On the outer side of the panel, we're going to locate a metal 10mm bolt. And on the front portion, a plastic 10mm nut. Now another one on the front outer portion. Now for our last plastic clip, hold the panel up while you remove it. Now slowly lower it down. And set it aside. On the back portion of the trailing arm, I'm going to locate this plastic clip, push in both tabs with some pliers to separate it. And set it aside. On the outer side of the trailing arm, I'm going to locate this 12mm nut that holds this bracket from behind. Remove it to separate it. And pull the bracket away from the arm. Set them aside as well. With that panel removed, we now have access to our trailing arm. We're going to start at the knuckle and locate these 2 19mm bolts. Remove those. And set them aside. We're going to move in and remove the 17mm bolt with a 17mm nut holding it on the back. So place your ratchet on the bolt side and your wrench on the nut side and break it free. Set these aside. Following the trailing arm up to the vehicle, we're going to locate 4 17mm bolts holding it down. Break these loose. And remove them. Support the arm up when you remove this last bolt, and lower it from the vehicle. I've placed my trailing arm in a vise to remove the mount. It is held down by a 19mm bolt and a 19mm nut. Support the nut with a wrench and remove the bolt. Remove the bolt. And the mount. Set it aside. And there it is. We're going to go ahead and install our trailing arm mount. On the mount there is an arrow that points towards the front of the vehicle, so make sure that's aligned. Slide it into place. And insert your bolt and nut. And thread it on and snug it down. When you are snugging it down, tilt it at a 45-degree angle. Now we're going to take it to the vehicle to ensure it lines up. Let's put our trailing arm into place. I'm going to start off by hand threading on our knuckle bolts. Once you have one knuckle bolt installed, install your 4 arm-to-vehicle bolts. Hand thread these on, ensure they go straight. You do not want to cross thread these. Once these 4 are hand threaded on, we're going to move on to the knuckle. Now install the last bolt on the knuckle. Slide your bolt through and hand thread on the nut from the back. Now let's snug all of these down. Now we can snug our mount bolts down. And torque these down to 66 foot-pounds in an alternating pattern. Starting at the bottom left, top right, bottom right, and top left. We're going to move on to the arm and knuckle connection and torque this 17mm bolt down to 66 foot-pounds as well. Support the other side with a 17mm wrench and torque it down. We're going to torque these 2 19mm bolts down to 100 foot-pounds. We're going to reinstall our parking brake cable harness to the arm. I'm going to start off with this clip and alignment tab. Just slide it over, align the tab, and insert it into the arm. Now for the bracket, align the stud and the hole, and also this alignment tab. Hand thread on the nut from the other side. We're going to torque this down 14 foot-pounds. We're going to lift and get our cover in place. Align the stubs for the mounting holes. And push them through. May hand thread on our 10mm bolt on the outer side of the cover. And now we can let it rest. Now we're going to snug down our 10mm fasteners. Our 12mm fasteners in the middle. Snug these down as well. And finally, our 2 pushpin clips. One at the front portion and one up on the back. Let's reinstall our rear wheel. Now hand thread on your 5 21mm lug nuts. Snug these down in an alternating pattern. We're going to torque these down at 76 foot-pounds in an alternating pattern.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.